So here we are in the middle of nowhere in Scotland in a camper van, and as you might see, it's not ours, it's a rental. So we're about to make dinner, and the last time we filmed us cooking in the van, we got a lot of comments from you guys asking on tips on what you can make while you're on the road. So we thought we were going to show you what we usually make when we're out adventuring. So here are today's ingredients. We have some butter, potatoes, asparagus, some delicious mushroom, a pretty decent looking haddock fillet. We have some garlic and some parmigiano reggiano. Everything you need for a delicious meal. So the plan is to make a delicious potato mash. We're gonna pan fry the haddock and then stir fry the vegetables. So let's get cooking.
This is real. Why don't we feel a little bit more? It's all that I'm asking. It's all that I'm asking for. If this is real, why don't we feel a little bit more? It's all that I'm asking. It's all that I'm asking for.
So the vegetables are done, the fish is in the pan, and now we're just waiting for the potatoes to be done. And a tip is to buy as small as potatoes you can find. Then you'll save time and you'll save gas. And you can even divide them in two if you want to save even more time. I think the fish is almost done. And the thing about fish is you really don't want to overcook it. Then it will go from delicious to boring and really not tasty at all. I usually just fry it on one side as I think it looks better. And you can easily tell if it's done by looking at the color. If it's turned white, as you can see around the edges here, then it's done. So it needs a little bit more time right in the center. So the potatoes are done. Usually I would use a masher for this, but yeah, simplicity is key here. You use whatever you have. I have a fork. So just get cracking. So it's time to add the butter. Everything tastes better with butter. And I also never peel the potatoes, both because it's easier not to, but also it packs a lot of like nutrients, so keep it on. And then another little secret is to buy like garlic paste. It's easier to just have it ready, and also it makes everything way better. So here you have the final result. Feel free to try it out and let us know what you think. Bon appetit!
Okay, so we're back in the kitchen. We're here to make some more lovely dinner. Today we're gonna make a nice ramen soup with some vegetables. And yeah, excuse my outfit. Everything else is wet. It's been a rough day in Scotland today. And we're having some problems with the camera equipment. It just keeps on fogging up. So we're on the iPhone, that's why it looks a bit different and maybe sounds a bit different, but hopefully it'll do the job. So the ingredients you need for this dinner is some mushrooms. Today we'll be using shiitake mushrooms, and we bought some nice vegetable stock, which is pre-made and really easy just to pour into the soup. We have some eggs, which is going to be boiled and it's there to give some more protein. We have lemongrass for flavor, some spring onions, which we're going to chop up finely to have into the soup. And we'll be using fresh egg noodles. You can of course use the regular dry noodles if you prefer, but yeah, we're a bit spoiled and we went for the fresh one today. I'll start with the things taking the longest time, and in this case it's boiling the eggs. So get some water boiling. So while we wait for the eggs, I'll start working on the vegetables, and we'll be chopping these spring onions. Spring onions chopped up and ready to go. We'll start on the lemongrass. What I'll do, I'll finely chop a small portion of it. And we'll have that with the spring onion, and then I'm just gonna do this like really quickly and give it a push, and then we'll add it into the stock, and it's gonna add some flavor. The eggs are in the pot and we've started the countdown. So this will let us know when they are done. I'm gonna start chopping up the mushroom, and what we'll do is that we're just gonna slice them in half, and we like to fry them with some butter. We love butter. It's gonna add to the flavor. The mushroom is starting to get some nice color, and this is when I'll add the spring onion and the lemongrass. And you might want to add all the vegetables if you prefer. So as you can see, the stock is starting to get warm, and I'll add the lemongrass chunks so it can start to extract some flavors. So the mushroom is starting to get this golden, nice color. So I pretty much say this is finished now. So we'll add the noodles now. So the noodle and the broth is in the bowls, and then we add some of the topping, just this lovely mushroom and spring onion mix. And we'll split the eggs in two. And there you go, that's today's dinner. It's the last night in the van and we are out of gas for the stove, so no chance of heating up our dinner. But then we got the bright, or maybe stupid idea that we're gonna do something a bit untraditional. You should take a look. This probably looks really nasty, but this is actually crispy duck in pancakes with hoisin sauce, and that's the outlet from the diesel heater. And yeah, it's pretty toasty here.
This is creative.
It's pretty warm. They still need a few minutes, but this is the best we could come up with. We do this for science. In the name of science, will this work? So here we have the pancakes. They are nice and warm. Now we need to open them up and put in the filling. And let's see what the verdict is.
It's actually good.
Okay, now you know. Making dinner on a diesel heater